Falkland, how many unhappy moments, how many tears you have cost me. What means this? Why this caution, Falkland?
Alas, Julia, I am come to take a long farewell. Farewell.
Heavens, what do you mean?
Oh, Julia, you see before you a wretch whose life is forfeited. Nay, stop not! The infirmity of my temper has drawn all this misery on me. I left you fretful and passionate. An untoward accident has drawn me into a quarrel. The event is, I must fly this kingdom instantly. Oh, Julia, had I been so fortunate as to have called you mine entirely, before this mischance had fallen upon me, I should not so deeply dread my banishment.
My soul is oppressed with sorrow at the nature of your misfortune. Had these adverse circumstances arisen from a less fatal cause, I should have felt strong comfort in the thought that I could now chase from your bosom every doubt of the warm sincerity of my love. My heart has long known no other guardian. I now entrust my person to your honor. We will fly together. When safe in pursuit, my father's will may be fulfilled, and I receive a legal claim to be the partner of your sorrows and tenderest comforter. Then, on the bosom of your wedded Julia, you may lull your keen and slumber. A virtuous love shall smooth the brow of upbraiding thought, and pluck thorn from compunction.
Oh, Julia, I am faint with gratitude. But the time is so pressing it calls on you for so hasty a resolution. Would you not wish some hours to weigh the advantages you forego, and what little compensation poor Falkland can make you beside his solitary love?
I ask not a moment. No, Falkland, I have loved you for yourself, and if I now more than ever prize the solemn engagement which so long has pledged us to each other, it is because it leaves no room for hard aspirations on my fame and puts the seal of duty to an act of love. But let us not linger. Perhaps this delay...
It would be better if I don't venture out again until dark. But I grieve to think what numberless distresses will press heavy on your gentle disposition.
Perhaps your fortune may be fortified by this unhappy act. I know not whether 'tis so, but surely that alone can never make us unhappy. And the little I have will be sufficient to support us. Exile should never be splendid.
Aye, but in such an abject state of life, the natural fretfulness of my temper shall make me a rude and morose companion, beyond your patience to endure.
If your thoughts should ever assume so unhappy a bent, you will want some mild and affectionate spirit to watch over and console you, one who, by bearing your infirmities with gentleness and resignation, may in time teach you to bear the evils of your fortune.
Julia, I have proved you to the quick, and with this useless device I throw away all my doubts. How shall I plead to be forgiven this last unworthy effect of my restless, unsatisfied disposition?
Has no such disaster happened as you related?
I am ashamed to admit that it was pretended. Yet in pity, Julia, do not kill me with resenting a fault that can never be repeated. No, instead, by sealing my pardon, let me tomorrow, in the face of heaven, receive my future guide and monitress, and expiate my past folly through years of tender adoration.
Oh, Falkland, that you are free from a crime which I before feared to name. Heaven knows how sincerely I rejoice. These are tears of thankfulness for that. But that your cruel doubt should have led you to such an imposition that has wrung my heart gives me a pain more keen than I can express.
By heavens, Julia,
Yet hear me. My father loved you, Falkland, and you deserve the life that tender parent gave me. And in his presence, I pledged my hand, joyfully pledged it, before I would have given my heart. When I soon after lost that parent, it seemed to me that Providence had in Falkland shown me whether to transfer without a pause my grateful duty as well as my affection. Hence, I have been content to bear from you what pride and delicacy would have forbid me from another. I will not again upbraid you by repeating how you have trifled with my sincerity.
Julia, I confess it all.
After such a year of trial, I might have flattered myself that I should not have been insulted of my sincerity. I see now it is not to your nature to be content or confident in love. With this conviction, I will never be yours. While I had hoped that my persevering attention and reproaching kindness might in time reform your temper, I should have been happy to have gained a dearer influence over you. I will not furnish you with a licensed power to keep alive an incorrigible fault at the expense of one who never would contend with you.
Julia, by my soul...
Yet one word more. As my faith has once been given to you, I will not barter it with another, and I will pray for your happiness with the truest sincerity, and ask the heavens to charm from you that unhappy temper which alone has prevented the performance of our solemn engagement. All I request of you is that you reflect upon this infirmity, and when you number up the many delights it has deprived you of, let it not be your least regret that you lost the love of one who would have followed you in beggary through the world.
She's gone. Forever. There was an awful resolution in her manner that riveted me to my place. Oh, fool, dolt, barbarian! Cursed as I am with more imperfections than my fellow wretches, I have driven her from my side. I must now haste to my appointment. Well, my mind is tuned for such a scene. I shall only wish to become a principal in it, and reverse the tale my cursed folly put upon forging me here. Oh, love, tormentor, fiend, whose influence, like the moon's, acting on men of dull souls, makes idiots of them, but betrays their course, and urges sensibility to madness.
Runs strangely in my head. I believe one lecture from my grave cousin will make me recall him. Oh, my dear Julia, I have come to you with such an appetite for consolation. Lewd, child, what is the matter? Oh, you have been crying. I'll be hanged if that Falkland has not been tormenting you. Oh, you mistake the cause of my uneasiness. Something has flurried me a little, nothing you can guess at. I would never accuse Falkland to a sister. Whatever vexations you may have, I can assure you mine surpass them. You know who Beverly proves to be. I will now own to you, Lydia, that Mr. Falkland had before informed me of the whole affair. Oh, had young Absolute been the person you mistook him for, I would not have accepted your confidence on the subject without a serious endeavour to counteract your caprice. So, I see I have been deceived by everyone, but I don't care. I'll never have him. Nay, Lydia. Why is it not provoking? When I thought we were coming to the prettiest distress imaginable, to find myself made a mere bargain of at last. I shall die with the disappointment. I don't now it. Sad reverse. What have I to expect but after a deal of flimsy preparation with the bishop's license and my aunt's blessing, to bring up to the altar, or perhaps be cried 3 times in county church, have an unmanly fat clerk ask the consent of every butcher in the parish to join John Absolute and Lydia Languish. Spinster! That I should live to hear myself called spinster! Melancholy indeed! How mortifying! To remember the dear, delicious shifts I used to be put to gain half a minute's conversation with the fellow. How often have I stove forth on the coldest night in January, found him in the garden, stuck like a dripping statue. There, he would kneel to me in the snow and sneeze and cough so pathetically. He shivering with cold, and I with apprehension. Then, as the freezing blast numbed our joints, how warmly he would press me to pity his flame, glow with mutual ardor. Oh, Julia, that was something like being in love. If I were in spirit, Lydia, I should chide you with my laughing heartily at you. But it suits more the situation in my mind at present, honestly to entreat you, not to let a man who loves you with sincerity suffer that unhappiness from your caprice. Which I know too well caprice can inflict. Lydia? Oh, lewd! What is from my aunt here?
So here's fine work, here's fine two-sided simulation going on in the fields, and Sir Anthony not to be found to prevent the antistrophe.
Oh, for heaven's sake, madam, what's the meaning of this?
Oh, that gentleman can tell you 'twas he who enveloped the affair to me.
Do, sir, will you inform us?
Mum, I should hold myself very deficient in every requisite that forms a man of breeding if I should be delayed a moment or two to give all the information in my power to a lady so interested in the affair as you are.
But quick, sir.
True, ma'am, one must be quick in divulging information of this matter, for should we delay, 2 or 3 lives may be lost.
Oh, patience! Do, ma'am, for heaven's sake, tell us what is the matter.
Why, murder's the matter, and slaughter's the matter, killing's the matter, but he can tell you the perpendiculars.
Really, sir, brief.
Well, as for murder, I cannot say, and as for slaughter or manslaughter, that will be as the jury finds it.
But who, sir? Who are engaged in this?
Faith, ma'am, one is a young gentleman whom I should be very sorry anything should happen to. We have lived together often and always on terms.
But who is this? Who?
My master, ma'am, my master. I speak of my master.
Heavens! What, Captain Absolute?
Oh, to be sure you're frightened now.
But who are with him, sir?
This gentlewoman can explain better than I.
Do you speak French?
Looky, my lady. Amusement with firearms, firelocks, fire engines, fire screens, fire offices, and the devil knows what other crackers besides. This, my lady, I say, has an angry savour.
But who is there beside Captain Absolute, friend?
My poor master, under favour for mentioning him first. You know me, my lady. I am Doris, and my master, of course, is... or was Squire and that can Squire Fawley.
Oh, do Magnificent instantly endeavour to prevent mischief?
Nay, it would be very inelegant of us. We should only participate in things.
Ah, dear Mrs. Ad, save a few lives. They are desperately given, believe me. Above all, there is that bloodthirsty Philistine, Sir Lucius Outrigger.
Sir Lucius O'Trigger? What have they drawn my poor little dear Sir Lucius into the scrape? Why, how stand you, girl? You have no more feeling than one of the Derbyshire petrifactions.
But what are we to do, madam?
Why? Fly, with the utmost felicity to be sure to prevent mischief. Come, sir, you can show us the spot.
If you please, ma'am, I will conduct. Doris, have you seen Sir Anthony?
Come, girls, this gentleman will exhort us. Here, sir, you're our envoy. Lead the way and we'll proceed.
Not a step before the ladies of the world.
You're sure you know the spot?
I think so. Oh, one thing is good. As we draw near, we shall hear the pistol fire, so we shall know when we're close. Never fear, ma'am. Never fear.